That was a hit. Yep. G'day guys, and welcome to beautiful Melton Reservoir this morning. Now, previously I had a Slayer 10 kayak and I actually sold that, and well, I bought myself another one. So we've just come up to Melton this morning and we're giving it a bit of a test run, trolling around some lures, just checking the sounder as well, see if we can see any fish. We might even stop and drop a few vibes as well. So yeah, it's mostly just a shakedown today, but with a little bit of luck we might find maybe some redfin, maybe yellow belly, and maybe even a Murray cod. So we'll see what happens. All right guys, so we're just starting off here by trolling a 95mm double clutch, and we're coming out to a bank that I usually do pretty good on the redfin, and we're just watching the sounder here to see if I can sound anything up, because if we can sound something up I'll probably stop and throw a vibe around, but I'm not seeing too much at the moment on the sounder. We'll just keep moving around and hopefully we'll see something. So it's really foggy this morning guys, and I know that a lot of people don't like fishing in fog. They reckon that they don't really catch much in fog. So I'm hoping that this will lift once the sun comes up a little bit more and burns the fog away a bit. But to be honest, right now the conditions are just beautiful. It's flat, calm, the water's like a mirror. It's a little bit cold, but I'm well rugged up. I've got socks on as well just to keep the tootsies warm. And yeah, just gonna slowly roll my way around here and hope we might be able to find a fish or two. If I'm being 100% honest, I'm not too hopeful for today, and obviously if we don't catch anything this probably won't make it to YouTube, but oh look, if I get a nice native today I'm going to be super happy about that. So let's just see what happens. Now I'm currently in the process of doing a bit of a shakedown on this kayak as well, just trying to figure out what I need to change about it, what I like about it, what I don't. At the moment, so far so good. I know I definitely need some bumper skids on the bow and on the keel, just for launching and stuff like that, just for a little bit of extra protection on those more sort of sensitive areas that can get damaged. So definitely looking to get a couple of those. Probably some more starport mounts. Now the rod holders that are behind me have the rods pointing forward, which I don't really like. I prefer them facing backwards. I don't like to have the lures right here next to my face if they're in the rod holder there. So I'll probably change that at some point. Pedal drive feels good. It's not squeaky. It's nice and smooth. There's no major resistance or anything like that on it. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it's going so far. Might look at changing the pedals at some point to stainless 316. I don't know if you remember my old kayak, but they were a little bit squeaky and noisy, which was a bit of a problem. Well, not really a problem, but it was just annoying. So these pedals so far are silent, which is good, but I think I'll probably change them over to stainless 316 at some point, just because when you take it out on the salt, it will cause a little bit of corrosion, and that's how they start to get a little bit noisy there. So that's future stuff. It's nothing too crucial now, nothing major to worry about. The rudder's good. I might upgrade that at some point as well, but for now, it does the job. Pretty happy about it, to be honest. It's definitely in better condition than my old kayak was, that's for sure. Oh, there we go. There's a fish. There's a little one. We've got a little reddy here. There we go. Little redfin to start the morning, guys. Well, it's not a fishless trip, so that's good. So we'll see if we can just shake him off. There you go, mate. Off you go. There we go. First fish for the new kayak. Happy days. That was on the Rapala Jackdeep in the blue, pink and red colour. So, good start. It's not a fishless day. So just to my right here, guys, there's a little island here, and I like doing laps of it when I'm here at Melton. I've caught some nice yellow belly here and some good redfin as well. So whenever I'm on the res, I always come down to this spot here, do a couple of laps with the hard bodies around it, and then sort of go from there, find somewhere else to sort of troll the lures along the edge. So just going to do a couple of laps here. Got the one redfin so far, see if we can find something else. With it being the middle of August and such a cold day, I wasn't really expecting much to happen, so I decided to go for a bit of an exploration trip up the reservoir. I was in the middle of daydreaming, and then this happened. Well, there's a fish. That's a good fish. Whoa! Oh, no! Well, there's a fish. That's a good fish. Whoa! Oh, he found a snag. He busted me off. Oh, man. That was a really, really good fish that just grabbed that. Oh, no. Oh, I think that was a cod too. Yep, absolutely shredded the leader. Oh, man. I was just pulling a size 2 stumpy along here, and this got absolutely smashed. Yeah, he's found something there. He's found a rock or something. He's run me straight into it. Oh, I think that was a good cod. That was a really, really solid hit. Pull and drag. Turned the rod holder too. Oh, man. Completely shredded the bloody leader. Damn. That was a good fish, whatever that was, guys. That was a really good fish. I'm just going to get another lure back on, get it back out there and keep fishing, but God, whatever that was that hit that, that was a really, really good fish. That was easily the most solid fish I've ever hooked here in Melton. Oh, man. That sucks. Yeah, he shredded this so far up the leader. Heaps of damage. Oh, man. That really sucks. Oh, man. Keep fishing, obviously, but that is ultimately super, super frustrating to have lost that fish. I actually thought it was snagged for a moment there, and then I saw the rod thump around a bit and I realised it wasn't snagged. It was just a really, really good fish, whatever it was. Again, I'm pretty sure that would have been a cod. The way it hit and the way it was fighting definitely got me by surprise there. I wasn't even paying attention, and he's absolutely walloped that. Tell you what, for the first run on the kayak, I'm happy about that. Even though I got smoked, it's definitely a fish raising beast, if you know what I mean. So good sign. Just got to try and stop them from finding their home next time. I might do a few laps of this wall here just to see if there's a few other fish around, because there's quite often where there's one fish you'll find more, especially getting to this time of year where cod will start to want to spawn. They might find, might pair up. Might be a few fish around that find a few spots. Although they can't actually spawn here, their habits will probably still be much similar in the rivers where they can. So keep running along this wall here and just keep peppering it with passes, and hopefully we can find another fish. Hopefully we don't get smoked this time. God, that was a good fish. I'm still, God, I'm absolutely spewing about that. What do we got here? Ah, not a little ready. There we go, guys. Little redfin here. It's coming around the point. There's no shortage of these little guys in the system. And I'd say that they make great food for the cod that are in here. See you, buddy. Alright, so we'll keep going, see if we can find another fish. It's turning into a nice little session, this. Look, it's not the most action-filled session, but for, what, mid-August, when the fishing is typically pretty slow, I'm not complaining at all. I'm not complaining, especially, look, I know we lost that big fish and we got smoked, but at the end of the day, that's fishing. Just seeing some action for winter, I'm not complaining at all. Not complaining. Just devastated, that's all. Well, there we go, guys. That was what I'd call a successful test run. Couple of redfin and getting smoked by whatever that big fish was. So I'm guessing it's a cod. But just from this test run, there's a few things that I will be adding and changing about it. Now, the first thing is definitely want to have these skids under the bow and under the keel just for a little bit of protection. Now, there's rod holders here that face forward. I'm going to turn them around to have them face backwards as well. I'm probably going to add a couple more star ports, especially this one here for this rod holder as it turns whenever you hook up. And I don't want that to happen. I want it to stay in place. Going to change the sounder, as that's the sounder that came with it that I was just using today. Going to put my Garmin back on there. I'm not sure if I'm going to use a Scotty's arm. I actually quite like that setup, so I might keep that. And let's see what else here. To be honest, there's not a lot that I'd probably change about it. Maybe a steering upgrade as well. But other than that, maybe some lumbar support. But it's pretty much good to go. So if you like this one, please like, comment, subscribe, and hopefully this has given you a few ideas for your own kayak setup as well. Cheers.